That's enough! Sit down and stay there. What are we gonna do with him?
We're going to get some answers, and we're going to get them right now.
You have no idea.
You better start explaining real fast before I beat the truth out of you.
The new era has arrived.
I know you're known for these types of attacks, but why did you target me? Jealous that I was the #1 pick and you weren't even drafted?
It's not always about you. It's about us. Them. All of them.
Who is them? Your goons? The family?
Lardan.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking mafia wannabe out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
D'Angelo's just a make-believe hitman, and now we got him. I'm going to take out my frustration in the ring, and that will be it. It's over.
Well, I hope you're right, but I think the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
It's Raw's #1 draft pick hoping to shut down their attacker.
The dawn of WWE has arrived. And his opponent represents...
We're certainly no strangers to surprise attacks and deceptive actions, but this match feels especially personal.
You're not wrong, Cole. I'm honestly impressed the #1 pick had the self-control to face Tony D'Angelo in the ring rather than roughing the jabroni up backstage.
D'Angelo ruined 2 big nights, and tonight his target is looking to ruin Tony D'Angelo.
What a counter by Tony.
Uh-oh, this is not going to end well. Nice suplex.
Oh, he cuts it off. Running knee lift. There it is. Reversal. Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Flying. Oh, big impact.
Transitioned right into the pin.
There's 2 and a kick out.
Close call. That was almost lights out.
Peeling their opponent off of the ground, hooking the leg.
For a fisherman buster. He avoids the contact.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done. Caught with a punch.
Oh, that got turned around on D'Angelo. Look at this. Snap suplex.
Oh my goodness! Kick to the spine!
And it looks like he might have just caught Tony D napping.
Oh, that can shatter a jaw.
What a counter by Tony.
Taken down to the mat.
Now down into the cover. Denying a 2 count there.
He's not letting fatigue set in or get the better of him.
Targeting the stomach to reverse that maneuver.
Reversal after reversal. These two have counters for days. Battle of counters. No one's getting their full offense in. Back and forth, counter after counter.
Dropped with a suplex.
Counters to gain the advantage.
Listen to the impact.
Up into the torture rack. Feast your eyes.
That could be curtains for Tony.
Cover. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Tony D'Angelo and whatever this was all about.
Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Trick Williams from behind. What is happening?
And now Tony D'Angelo's recovered and joining the NXT champion. Clearly D'Angelo wasn't acting alone in all of this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Adam Pearce is trying to intervene.
Nikita Lyons with a chair.
And Pierce goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO bonus? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're gonna work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said. About Triple H?
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
You're right. Punk's fired up about getting attacked and not thinking straight. He did have a point, though, that we have to be careful about who to trust.
I know. It seems like Bailey and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
Then it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from... They're from MMA.
Okay, but how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to train together for years. You spend that much time with someone, putting your health and safety in their hands, you know you can trust them.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Hey, it's been a minute.
I know. Thanks for coming here on short notice.
No problem, but are you sure you want me to help you with this? I know I've dabbled in wrestling before, but I've been focusing on MMA the past few years. Just seems kind of, I don't know, desperate.
Who else could I trust more than my old training partner?
Yeah, we were always trying to outdo each other back in the day. Might be nice to team up together for once.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
I've been ready for a change, and WWE could be the breath of fresh air I need. I'm in.
Great. I've arranged for you to have a warm-up match here today before we tackle NXT together. I know you're used to knockout and submission rules in MMA, but today's pinfall only, to get used to wrestling again.
Go for the 3 count. Got it. I'm gonna go get changed.
We are going to kick some Mutiny ass.
Haven't changed a bit. Where one draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this fighting in MMA, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best, which, in my case, is being... scheming and calculated.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
NXT is going to be ready for you to strike back, but they don't know I'm on board yet. We can use that as a tactical advantage.
How so?
We're going to hustle them, embarrass them, and when it's all over, walk out with their precious intergender NXT Unity Tag titles.
I would have just wanted to go invade them right back, but I'm intrigued. How are we going to pull this off?
I know a guy who can get me into the Performance Center.
First things first, you're going to explain just how the hell you got in here. The Performance Center is official NXT Mutiny territory now.
Chase got us in, right?
That's right. I'm Chase. Used to train here a few years back. Still think I got a raw deal. Before that, I was a popular minor league mascot named Ribby. Ring a bell?
I have no idea what you're talking about. So you just walked right in? I don't get it.
Well, I still had my old badge. Plus, it helped that I kept in touch with Todd, the security guard. Good guy.
Freaking Todd! This really is his last strike. Anyway, I'll deal with him later. Why exactly are you here?
We're here to show Mutiny just how great me and Chase are. If you want to take down Raw and SmackDown, you need to sign us.
Is Shawn Michaels still here? What about Corey Klein? I'd like to give them a piece of my mind. They really missed the boat on old Chase.
None of them are here. You're dealing with me, okay? NXT Mutiny signed me to be their top producer, and I can't have outsiders showing up unannounced on my watch. My bosses would not approve.
I told you this was a bad idea, Chase. Let's just go to SmackDown or Raw, where they recognize real talent. Their GMs have been blowing up my phone nonstop.
Wait, they have? You know, it just so happens that the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions are training here today and need some opponents. So if you two think you're Mutiny material, go prove it.
You won't regret this.
Just remember, if this works out, who gave you the big break. Now excuse me. I need to go fire Todd. I'm happy you two came in today. Lexus and JC were just telling me they wanted some real competition, but I guess you'll have to do. Kidding! Let's see what those Raw and SmackDown GMs were so interested in. You two auditioning to be wrestlers? Or are are you going for more of a second stage improv comedy vibe?
Tag was made.
Did you notice my new black suit I got? Just trying to fit that whole rebel mute. Vibe. Is it working? Too bad we're not recording this match. It's worthy of 6 stars. Kidding. 0.6, maybe. Hey, Chase! Maybe you should chase after a new career. I got a million of them.
Tag is good.
I've seen more impressive moves in a slow motion replay.
Tag is good. One, two, ring it.
We weren't ready for that match, Troy, but I promise the outcome would be different with more time to prepare.
Speak for yourself. I was fully prepared.
I'll handle this, Chase. So, what do you think about a rematch, Troy?
I think it's cute you think another match would turn out any differently. But you've given me a great idea. If you want a rematch so bad, why not do it on NXT? So the entire world can see your big debut and how talented you are.
Thank you. I accept your offer of a rematch on NXT.
Perfect. The Unity Champions are gonna look great. And Bailey, KO, and all my new bosses here at Mutiny are gonna love it. Thanks for doing me this huge favor.
Anytime.
And this is definitely not the pairing we were expecting.
I had heard that the #1 draft pick and their partner here tonight were...
Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our Tag Team Championship match.
And this is the one I've been waiting for all day, Cole. What these teams can do inside that ring never ceases.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity. How much might a surprise change like this affect the Unity Champs game plan?
A heck of a lot. Everybody in the arena expected an indie wrestler named Chase. And instead, we have the WWE debut of a formidable partner for the #1 draft pick.
Well, not to mention, it was a very sneaky and shrewd strategy to pull this switch on Mutiny. King and Jane have got to adjust on the fly while already in the thick of things. Ooh.
Oh, look at this. Arm wrench. Bang!
So accurate.
What a counter by Lexus.
And he gets directed into the corner. Knee right on target.
Momentum entirely against Lexus here.
Lexus unable to use his wide arsenal here.
And he turned it around.
And that could be the first step towards Lexus gaining control.
Time now for Lexus to get his energy up and claw back into the fight.
Poorly timed offense there.
Connects. Saw it coming. And he has an answer for King.
He's managing to find some of that needed breathing room.
That was the opening he needed, and he's got to keep his foot on the gas now.
Oh, DDT.
Coming in off the tag.
We've got a tag.
Cha-ching! Step up Enziguri. Oh, she manages to reverse it. Uh-oh. Harlem side. Kick. And she's tagging out.
Walking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexus King with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the wrestler Chase who is supposed to compete tonight?
Credit to the challengers for throwing NXT off their game.
Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
1, 2, 3.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Chase.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.